Welcome, welcome. This is the Dude Sports Show. We are live, back and better than ever. It's a great day to be back. Great day to be alive. We back, baby. It's a Dude Sports Show here every Thursday from 6 to 8. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, and thank you. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a lot of stuff that's been happening since the last time we was here. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like one of the things that, I gotta say is like, family, there's a lot of there's people got lives, man. People got stuff we got going on. And it's a blessing to be back. And it's great because today is the first day of the preseason on Thursdays. So football's back officially. So that's a good thing. And since we've been gone, when I left during NBA free agency and stuff like that. And I kid you not, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought by the time I came back, I thought that we would have had Damian Lillard by now. And that's still has not transpired. And I'm kind of surprised it hasn't. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like Portland, they feel like we are not suited or suitable. We don't have a suitable package for them and whatnot. But in my opinion, I'm coming to you guys today, and I disagree with that. I feel like people are getting tired of the Miami Heat. I feel like the Heat culture that the Miami Heat is attributing, and the way the Miami Heat conduct business is getting on people's nerves. And in my opinion, I feel like the Miami Heat is in a situation where the people are looking at it like we are tired of the rich continually getting richer. And in my opinion, I feel like that is what's going on with the Miami Heat. I feel like the Heat culture is now a real thing, and everyone is getting to a point where, in my opinion, I feel like people are starting to get jealous of our organization. When I say jealous of our organization, meaning people want their organization to run the way the Miami Heat organization is ran. And people, like, let me put it this way. You ever been in a situation where you was with a girl, you didn't like the girl, The girl liked the Jew. And he was like, man, this girl didn't leave me alone, dog. I don't really like her like that, man. You know how when you talking to your homeboys and homegirl, man, this girl, she's sweating me, bruh. And I told her, I'm not trying to be rude to the girl. I'm telling the girl, I don't like her. Right? And I'm just keeping it real. I don't like her. Like, I don't see her that way. We friends and all that and stuff like that, but I don't see you like that. I don't see her like that. I keep trying to tell her that, big dog. But she ain't trying to listen. She ain't trying to hear that. Right? So now, she finally say, you know what? I'm done. I understand. I get it. I get the picture. You don't got to worry about me no more. Couple of years later, you done moved on. They with some new girl. You done got engaged. You done got married. You got you some kids and all that. Nah, I'm not even gonna say you got married. Let me just say you in a relationship. Y'all been in a relationship for a couple of years. Y'all about to get engaged. You thinking about popping a question with the girl you with. Then 2-3 years later, you see the girl that was sweating you, the girl that really wanted to be with you. She done got married. She got 1 or 2 kids. And you look at her and you see some type of transformation. And you like, hold up. This is not the same girl that liked me. Man, she a good woman. Man, she's a great wife. Man, she taking care of that man. Bruh, she's a good, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She did that. She is pretty good. She a pretty good wife to that. She treat that man pretty good, man. That's the one. Hey, that's the one you ain't like, right? Now you looking crazy, like yeah. Then you see she a good wife and all that, and she loyal and and all that. Now you looking at her, you see her transformation, and now you like, dang, this is the one that wanted me. And now, look at her transformation. And you just got into a fight with your long-term girlfriend for like 2 years, and this, that, and the third. And now, you like, man, did I make the right decision? I see the transformation. You looking at her like, man, something ain't, man. Did I make the right call? Then she looking at you. She see, hey, how you doing? This is my husband, Earl. Hey, say hi, baby. This is my longtime friend. This is my little baby, Junior. Right? Now you looking crazy like, hey, you doing good? Hey, and then Earl looking at you, how you doing, man? This and that. Yeah, man, I heard a lot about you, man. You seem like a good man, this and that. Dude. Now you're looking at the family dynamic, and they're happily ever after, and you over here looking crazy. So now, you done look like, man, I think I done messed up. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's how the Miami Heat organization is right now. You had multiple teams that had Jimmy Butler. They traded away Jimmy Butler. Minnesota had Jimmy Butler. They made him look like he was a bad teammate over there in Minnesota. Oh, he's in practice. He's being rude, and he's disruptive and whatnot. Now he comes over to Miami, yes, and it's a whole different transformation. It's Jimmy Buckets. It's Jimmy Buckets. He done transformed himself to Jimmy Buckets. He done made the finals 2 times out of the 4 years. He done made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times out of the 4 years. Now you like, now Jimmy Butler's like, hey, this is Sandra. Hey, this is my wife. Now, the girl looking crazy like, damn, Jimmy Butler wanted me. You get what I'm saying? The Miami Heat turned Jimmy Butler into a superstar. In my opinion, we got the 2K ratings that came out yesterday. Jimmy Butler's 95. You are not an all-star. You are a superstar if you're 95 or better. If 2K considered Jimmy Butler as a 95 overall, you're a superstar. That's up there with the LeBrons. That's up there. That's up there with KD. That's up there with Giannis and etc. Right? Now, people are also not only looking at the transformation of Jimmy Butler, they're also looking at the undrafted free agent rookies that are coming into the Miami Heat and making a big impact, i.e. Max Strus, i.e. Duncan Robinson, Vincent, and whatnot. Right? Now, people, they looking at it like, man, these are the people that we liked it. We gave away. Now they're over there with Miami. And they're doing their thing. Jimmy Butler is now Jimmy Buckets. You know what I'm saying? Max Strus is not a big man on campus in Cleveland with a $60-something million contract. Vincent is over there, the new Shotty Toy in LA, with a $35 million contract. Right? And other organizations are now feeling some type of way. Right? They feel some type of way. Now, over the last couple of years, 10, 12 years, we've had LeBron James come to the Miami Heat to play with Dwayne Wade. We've had Shaquille O'Neal come to the Miami Heat to play with Dwayne Wade. We've had Bosh come to the Miami Heat to play with Dwayne Wade. We've had franchise players on different organizations. LeBron James was the franchise player for Cleveland. Chris Bosh was the franchise player for Toronto. Shaquille O'Neal was the franchise player for Los Angeles Lakers. Right? And they're not, and the thing is like, Miami is not going there and asking you to come play with us. The players are just waking up one day and saying, listen, I want to go to Miami. Do you know how much that infuriates an organization? That you wake up one day and you say, I want to play for Miami? What about my organization? What about over here in Minnesota? What about over here in Cleveland? What about over here in Toronto? Why do you want to go to Miami? Right? But now, they have always questioned, okay, why you want to go to Miami. But now, the Heat has now solidified themselves as a top-tier organization by making the finals 2 times out of the last 4 years and making the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times out of the last 4 years with teams that they didn't even think would have made it to the finals. Right? Now, Damian Lillard wakes up one day and says, I want to go play in Miami. And in normal circumstances, okay, you have James Harden, who was with Houston, wanted a trade, went to Brooklyn. You had James Harden also in Brooklyn, didn't want to go to Brooklyn, wanted to trade and wanted to go to Philly, and was traded to Philly. Now he's in Philly, don't want to be in Philly, want to get traded to the Clippers. He always go where he want to go. And Damian Lillard, who wanted to stay loyal to Portland, told Portland, man, don't draft another player. Use that pick to bring in another player. Mm-hmm. Then you turn around and said, man, he's too good of a pick to trade. So now he's like, okay, I told you I wanted to stay with Portland. I wanted to be loyal to Portland. I told you, use that pick and flip it for another player. And you went and took the player anyways. And not only that, I don't know if you guys noticed this. The number 3 overall pick, his name is
came from the G League.
Number 3 overall pick. I got you. Number 3 overall pick. What's his name? Scoot Henderson. Mm-hmm. Not only you drafted Scoot Henderson, but, okay, Scoot Henderson. Scoot already knows that Damian Lillard wanted and wanted to trade the pick to bring in more players. He already knows that. So if I'm Scoot Henderson, I'm coming here and I'm like, listen, we can make this work together. But instead, and he did say that, but guess what? I call BS. The reason why I call BS, why are you, at Scoot Henderson, what's Damian Lillard's jersey number?
0.
What's Scoot Henderson's jersey number?
00.
00! Why are you hitting 00s on the man? I don't understand that. Damian Lillard, you already got he already has the 0 number. Why would you go and take the 00? Mitch, does that make sense to you?
I guess you want to follow him though.
No, I don't see it. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand that. Cause my mindset is like,
I guess he just wanted to follow another all-star player like Damian Lillard. So you're like, man, listen, if you stay, I'm gonna be right behind you. I'm gonna be another 0-0 beside you. Maybe that's what it is. That's what I take it as.
I don't know, bro. But my thing is like, if I'm Scoot Henderson, he already don't want me here. Let me don't go get a 00. He already got 0. Let me don't go get 00 to make him even like, okay, he may have thought like, okay, I just want to be, a brother and follow in your footsteps. But something's got to also put in your mind, and people around you also got to be like, yeah, but what if that kind of gets him mad, though? What if that kind of gets him like, yo, what you trying to say? Why you putting 00? What that mean? You feel me? So my thing is like this. All in all, Damian Lillard came to a point where he just said, I want to go to Miami. Now, what is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. You have a lot of players say, I want to trade, I want to go to certain teams. Granted, I'm not going to lie to you. On the Portland side of view, if I'm a general manager, my mindset is like this: you got to give me more than one team. So I understand that point. But this is a different situation. This situation is, he was a longtime player. He tried to stick it with us. He's been loyal to us for a long time. He's been arguably the best player in Portland. If he wants to trade and he wants to go to Miami, we're just going to give it to him. But my mindset like this: we have draft picks, we have assets, we have Tyler Hero, we got young guys. Like, my mindset is like this: Tyler Hero is a 20-point scorer.
But the reason why
A sixth man of the year. How is that not enough?
Because they don't want another shooter. When I was looking at the reports, Portland said they don't need Tyler Hero. They don't want no other shooter. Because they already got enough shooters already. They drafted the rookie, and they got some other assets that they drafted since last year.
Yeah, exactly. I get
So
it.
like, they don't want Tyler Hero. That's why they want another team to jump in, and those trades, like to have like a fourth team or third team to jump in to help them get another all-star for they could send Leonard over there to Miami.
So you feel like they didn't want another guard?
No.
So my thing is like this though: you could have took him, you could take Tyler Hero and then flip him again. You can't lie and say he's not an asset though. My mindset is like this: he wants to go to Miami, make it happen. Pat Riley, he is one of the most trusted teams, most trusted president and a general manager in the NBA, right? All you gotta do is sit down and work with the man. The man's gonna he's gonna give you some assets. Even if he can't get all of it, there's gonna be a bunch of teams lining up to help Pat Riley, the Godfather. He's never backstabbed anybody. He is good business. Other teams know that as I turn around and help the Heat will eventually will look out for me at one point in time. Why? Because they're an upstanding organization. So now my mindset is like this: you turn around and play hardball because he wants to go to Miami. And I feel like if he wanted to go to any other team, that trade would have been done already. That's my opinion. And that's my opinion. That's why I'm sticking on that. I feel like people have gotten to the point where they start to get jealous at Miami and how things are run. And somebody that you could have got, and like somebody say, one man's trash is another man's treasure, man. Y'all trash talk Jimmy Butler. You gave us Jimmy Butler for nothing. Now Jimmy Butler has turned into Jimmy Buckets. Right? Now Jimmy Butler has turned into Himmy Buckets. And now, all of a sudden, you want to act salty, or everybody around want to act salty at Miami because Miami is doing the right thing, doing things the right way. So now you are at a situation where you don't want the rich to keep getting richer. And it's not the rich keep getting richer. It's people want us now play with Jimmy Butler. How things have changed. We've gotten to a point where when in Minnesota, he was looked at as a bad teammate. Now you have everybody coming over there that wants to be part of a team with him. Right? How things have changed. Right? So, like I said, I haven't been here in a while. I got, my boy McKenzie, shout out. He want to talk some football. I got him. I told him I got him. And like I said, man, it's the beginning of NFL, and We got a lot of stuff to talk about coming up with the NFL. We got a lot of stuff to talk about coming up with certain divisions and whatnot. And also, we got a lot of stuff to talk about with certain storylines that's come up that, I just got something to say. And like I said, man, keep it locked. It's a Dude Sports Show. I've been gone for a minute, but now things are coming up and ramping up and stuff like that, football wise. So I'm gonna try to be here more consistently. Football is ramping up. We got another thing that I wanted to get into before I take a break. All right. I have a problem with certain situations that I'm about to get into, right? Eric Bieniemy. Everybody know Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs, right? And he is the offensive coordinator. Shouts out to Wowo, everybody, the Hosanna community. Shouts out to Wowo. We all know who that is. Mr. Osiris. So now, right? Eric Bieniemy, we all know, it's been well documented, has been having trouble finding a head coaching job. Right? He decided to bet on himself. And he has gone to Washington to run his own offense. Well, people always say, he hasn't run the offense. He hasn't called plays. Okay, well now he's in Washington. A couple days ago, right? Head coach, head coach Ron Rivera, he came on the press and started talking about how players are complaining to him, going to his office saying how Eric Bieniemy is coaching too hard and whatnot, right? And stuff like that. My mindset is like this: why are you putting your offensive coordinator out there like that? I don't care what nobody say. He's a new offensive coordinator that came to your organization. You're the head coach. If a question like that came up, you're supposed to deflect that and defend my brother. But instead, you went and said, yes, they're coming to my office and they're asking questions, and I mean they're concerned and this and that. Why are you doing that to Eric Bieniemy? You hired the man. Now, after me looking at what I see right here, I'm starting to see maybe you didn't hire him. Maybe the ownership hired him. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you didn't like Eric Bieniemy coming to to Washington. Because my mindset is like this: if you hired him and you support him, you wouldn't have done that. Granted, you haven't been winning the past couple of years as a NFL coach, but you have been a pillar and a consistent face for the organization with the things that's been going on with Daniel Snyder and with him finally selling the team and whatnot. You have been the rock of that team. My mindset right now, I hate to say it, I love Ron Rivera, Riverboat Ron, but I feel like he's feeling some pressure with his job security. And I'm not saying this is what he did, but man, subconsciously, maybe, I don't know. Are you making him look bad so you can look good, so you can, for more job security? What's going on? Because this don't look right, in my opinion. Granted, he walked it back the last couple of days, And, you know, he says he put his foot in his mouth and stuff like that. And he said he wasn't clear as he probably needed to be. I get it. But my mindset is like this. Now, if this is the case, I understand the move. Because remember when he went to Washington, everybody was like, why are you going to Washington? You are the offensive coordinator of Patrick Mahomes, and you are the offensive coordinator under Andy Reid. When you've won multiple Super Bowls, why would you leave this illustrious job to go to Washington? Right? It all makes sense. Washington, in my opinion, I don't think Ron Rivera
Won't be there for too long.
was the one who hired Eric Bieniemy. If that is the case, I'm not saying this is what it is, but if that is the case, it makes sense to why he went to Washington. Because if I'm Eric Bieniemy, I'm looking at Ron Rivera. I'm like, this man hasn't winning season in a while. He might be in a hot seat. And he's not the one interviewing me. It's the ownership interviewing me. Right? The new ownership interviewing me. Right? We're going to have new ownership coming in, and he's going to be old. You know how it is with new ownership and old coaches. They eventually get fired.
Yeah.
So Bieniemy looking at this, saying like, I can't go out and outright get a job.
And Magic Johnson is
Yes, Magic Johnson is part of the ownership team, right? So Magic Johnson is part of the ownership team. So Magic Johnson might be wanting to hire Eric Bieniemy. Hey, black brother, here's your check, this and that. I don't know, but now they looking at it like you know what? I can't outright get a job, but if I take this job, and let's say things don't turn out the way, and then they fire Ron Rivera, maybe I get tabbed as the interim head coach, and I can show people what I can do. Now, if that was the route he looked at and decided to take, now I understand the move. Because before I didn't understand the move. Before, my mindset was like, why would you leave Kansas City? But we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to get into football, man. And we, look at the divisions and have my thoughts on certain things. And we're going to start off with, of course, the AFC East. Let's get right into it. This is Do Sports Show, and we'll be right back. We're back. Better than ever. Let's get right back into it. The Miami Dolphins. Training camp is underway, and things are looking good. I've been watching training camp videos and whatnot, and tough situation. We've had some injuries early, but my mindset is like this, man. We just gotta get to the game one as healthy as possible. And the Dolphins have a bunch of expectations. We've got a lot of new faces, and we're stacked as a team. But couple of things I want to bring up is the cornerback position, right? In my opinion, that is the most stacked position that we have, right? What's the phone number to this? My boy Mackenzie want to chime into the to the conversation. I'm gonna give him the phone number for him to call. But like I was saying, the cornerback position is the deepest position, in my opinion, on this team. Now, we got Xavier Howard. We got Kader Kuhu. We have Nick Needham. Y'all forgot about Nick Needham. Nick Needham was balling before we got before he got hurt. Now, in my opinion, this is the deepest position that we had. Now we have injuries. On the position, for example, what's the one that I just got hurt? The cornerback that just came from Los Angeles. I got it. Left tackle, running back, quarterback. Jalen Ramsey. Now, he tore his meniscus, and we turned around and added Eli Apple. Now, Jalen Ramsey, he's amped up. Jalen Ramsey, he wants to have this, duo, this tandem. He wants to be looked at with him and Xavier Howard. Shouts out to Mitchell, as a top duo in the NFL. Now, in my opinion, it's with great regret that he got hurt and he tore his meniscus. And now he has to be out. But he's trying to rush it back. But now, in my opinion, I feel like he shouldn't try to rush it back. I feel like he should come back after week 6 or whatnot, week 4, week 5. But he look like he wants to come back day 1. And in my opinion, I wouldn't rush it. Now, granted, a torn meniscus, a hurt meniscus compared to, or partially torn meniscus is far less of an injury compared to like a torn ACL and whatnot. And so he can come back quicker, but the thing is like, how are they going to operate on the knee? Are they going to remove the meniscus altogether? Are they going to repair it? For somebody his stature, there might be a chance of them repairing the meniscus, and that will serve well. And the recovery time is really not that long. So we'll see. I mean, he's already off crutches, so that's a good sign. And he's amped up. He wants to come back. But like I said, man, the Dolphins in general is stacked all across the board. But the cornerback position, Xavier Howard, Jalen Ramsey, Nick Needham, Kader Kohou, Noah Noah Igbagni, Justin Bethel, Cam Smith. That's another rookie that we just got. Eli Apple. We're stacked that corner. Christian Wilkins at the defensive line spot. He's trying to get his money, right? And normally he would hold out like everybody else, but he decided to come on training camp. Like I said, it's a great feeling to have these stacked positions on every end. But like I said, we gotta get to the first game of the season healthy. And we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get my boy Mackenzie on the show. So we'll be right back. We're back and better than ever. Yeah, so we got that squared away. So AK, Mackenzie, if you want to come back, tune in, go ahead. If you want to chime in, go ahead. We're gonna have you chime in on Facebook Live, and to join the conversation. We're moving on. Like I said, the AFC East. The AFC East is going to be a barn burner, everybody. The AFC East is going to be a barn burner. And you have the Miami Heat, the Miami Dolphins, of course, with Tua. We have the New York Jets with Aaron Rodgers. Mitch is who's watching is a Jet fan, and you got the Bills, who's angry and who is pumped to redeem themselves from last year. And like I said, this is going to be a year where it's going to be hard to get into into the playoffs, because there's a lot of teams that got better, has gotten dramatically better, right? And especially for the AFC East, you got the Patriots, Bill Belichick. You can never count him out, right? Last year, they did not have a respectable offensive coordinator like they do this year. And like I said, whenever we play him or whenever anybody plays Bill Belichick, it's always a tough out. And so who's going to win the division? That's what McKenzie asking me. Who's going to win the division? In my opinion, I'm not sure.
Miami Dolphins. I don't care.
And as a fan, I'm going to say Miami Dolphins. But, man,
They're looking crazy, though.
as a analyst and somebody that's looking from an objective point of view, I don't know. Because I got to see how the first couple of weeks come out. One thing about the New York Jets, who got Aaron Rodgers, and I like Aaron Rodgers, they don't have a good offensive line. But they have talent all across the board. They got Sauce Gardner. They have, they have the defense. And in my opinion, it's going to be tough. And the only thing with me the trepidation I have is that everything is resounding or stands on Tua's health. If Tua's healthy, then we stand a chance. If he don't, man, I don't know. I don't know. Because Mike White, he has proved that he is a serviceable backup. He has proved that. He has proved that he has he can give you a game or two. But can he come in a really tough spot to really right the ship? In my opinion, not by himself. With the help of Mike McDaniel, I feel like it can be done. I mean, he's done it with Ty Skylar Thompson. He's done it with Teddy Bridgewater. Shouts out to Teddy from the crib. I love when he came. And the thing is, and the problem, in my opinion, the thing with Teddy, he did a good job every time he came in. So now let's not get it twisted. Teddy did a good job every time he came in. The problem was he kept getting hurt. That was the only problem with Teddy Bridgewater. It wasn't the fact that he wasn't doing good. He would go in there and be driving him down the field. But then he'll get hurt. See, you're a backup. You gotta be able to stay in there, you feel what I'm saying, while the other quarterback is out. And that's why we were stuck with Skylar Thompson at the end of the season, who almost beat the Buffalo Bills, by the way. And like I said, man, we're stacked across the board. It's going to be some hard cuts, man. You're going to have to cut some good players. Especially, we got the wide receiver, the wide receiver pool is stacked. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Cedric Wilson, Braxton Berrios, Freddie Swain, Eric Exuma, Chris Coleman, Robbie Chosen, River Craycraft, right? There's a lot. We got like 7 good receivers, 8 good receivers. We can't keep all them players.
You got that skinny one. What's his name?
And yeah, that's Robbie Chosen.
Okay.
I thought his name was Robbie Hansen. He must have changed his name. But yeah,
I know he gonna get cut.
so now you think Robbie Chosen finna get cut?
No, I said I don't think he gonna. No, he.
Oh.
No, hell no. He's good.
Now, so we have so in the AFC East. So I'm gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come right back, and I'm gonna look at the projected. I'm gonna look through every division and just have my predictions, and I'm gonna write them down. I do this every year. I write down my predictions, and I come back to them at the end of the season. So I'm gonna write down my predictions in each division. And then after that, we're gonna save those predictions for towards the end of the season. So keep it locked until after the break. We're gonna get right back into it. I'm gonna go division after division and really have my prediction and my prediction and my projections on each division. And we'll be right back.